Marilyn, thanks for chatting with us. You guys have had your hands full in 2020. Some new stuff coming up for the November election, early voting.
Yes.
Walk me through what that means and what that's going to entail.
Sure, absolutely. I'd love to. Things are completely different. Of course, we knew this was going to be a wild year. Did not quite see all this coming along, but we're making do. We were already going to have early voting. It passed legislation, and as of July 1st, we have early voting in Virginia. We've never had it before. In the past, you had to fill out an absentee ballot application to vote by mail or in person before Election Day. Now, you do not have to fill out a form before you vote in person. That's what our early voting is called, the in-person voting, and you don't have to have an excuse. You don't have to come just to our office. We've set up 6 satellite locations throughout the city. We have 1 in each zip code, so we're real proud to be able to serve everybody close to home, keep them all close to home, and do it for 45 days, which is unheard of for around here. Most people are doing it a couple weeks, but we stretched it out thanks to our wonderful Chesapeake libraries partnering with us. And we're able to have 6 satellite locations for the full 45 days.
So early voting, even though it was going to happen anyway,
Right.
is really truly answering a lot of the fears and questions and concerns people have about Election Day with that lines out the door. We know presidential election draws the crowds.
Sure.
So what are you suggesting to people as far as when they should go to vote? I mean, if everybody goes on the first day, of course.
We're getting a lot of calls, and it sounds like,
everyone's
a lot
excited.
of people want to go the first day.
Sure.
We would suggest that you don't rush out September 18th. It's going to be a little busy that day with all the excitement. But I would suggest around probably early to mid-October, and maybe just drive by the library, see if it looks busy. If you're just out and about, you don't have to go to the library within your zip code. Any of the Chesapeake libraries will have all ballot styles for all the different precincts there.
Now, is that going to be available whenever libraries are open?
No, we have done it so that we work with the library so to not inconvenience them and their hours. Plus, of course, we've got, extra cleaning going on right now with the COVID. So we'll be there Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the last 2 Saturdays before the election, which is October the 24th as well as October 31st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that October 31st is the last day for early voting before Election Day.
So the option after that is you got to come in on Tuesday.
Right.
On
that's
Election Day.
And you have to go to your precinct that day.
Oh, okay.
While during early voting, you can go to any of the satellites and get your ballot. On Election Day, you still have to go to your precinct and get your ballot there.
So what is Election Day going to look like? Is it going to sort of look like what we expect? You go to your precinct?
I think it's going to be a whole lot better. I don't
Okay.
think you're going to see the long lines we're used to for presidential. I think this was a blessing in disguise when it happened. I think we're going to see pretty even between voting by mail, early voting, and Election Day. I think it's going to be really spread out throughout the 3 ways of voting.
So you mentioned voting by mail.
Yes.
In the May election, we really pushed that. That was really the height of COVID, and we were trying to not have people congregating in public spaces. Now with the early voting, what is by mail voting even for? Who is that for at this point?
It's still for those who are just not comfortable getting out during COVID. I mean, there's still plenty of people that are, immune compromised and just are not comfortable going out right now. And then also those away at college still. That was always a big vote by mail for the absentee. Military, anybody who just prefers to vote in the comfort of their own home. And they can do it. You still have to fill out a form for that, but you don't have to have an excuse anymore. Anybody can do it. It's no excuse voting by mail.
Now, we hear a lot in the news around the country. Every state does voting differently. We've heard about states that send ballots automatically to everybody.
Right.
Do we do that?
We do not do that in Virginia. You have to submit that application in order to get that ballot by mail. There has been some confusion. A lot of third parties are mailing the the vote by mail applications to people's homes who haven't necessarily requested it. they can still use that application and mail it to us. Just make sure it's coming to our office, 411 Cedar Road.
Okay.
But you can use those. But it has caused a lot of panic amongst the citizens
Sure.
because they think they have to vote by mail because they have that application. But that's not the case.
So you have to apply if you're going to do it in mail, and then you have to mail it back here so that it gets here when?
We have to have all of those applications in no later than October 23rd.
Okay.
We definitely want you to do it as early as possible. You can submit that application through email, fax, mail. You can drop it off. We have a drop box in the parking lot. If you're driving home at night and want to just slip it in there, we'll get it the next day.
Okay, so that's another answer to some of the concerns. If you're concerned, if you put it into your mailbox that it will not reach here in time or at the right location, just drive on by and pop it in the secure box.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's so many options available right now. We've really tried to help as many of the voters as we possibly could.
You guys have worked endlessly, and we're so appreciative to
Thank
you
you.
and your staff. We'll make sure that all the deadlines, all the dates are
Perfect.
available on our show and on the website. Marilyn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.